Hello, guys. Today I'm interviewing Lianne Bush. She is 3-0, and she's got it's fight day. How are you feeling?
Excited, ready to get in there. It's my birthday as well, so it's a bit strange. I'm getting a lot of messages of good luck and a lot of messages of happy birthday as well.
Oh, so it's your birthday on the day of your big fight.
Yes, it is.
Well, happy birthday as well.
Thank you.
And you're against Vicky Wilkinson for the fight, aren't you?
That's right, yeah.
She's 3-0 as well, is she?
That's right, yeah.
So a real 50-50 fight.
Yes, exactly, which is exciting for people that have bought tickets.
Yeah. Is that what you want, 50-50s?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think there's not that many girls in any weight class, to be honest, and we can only fight people from abroad for so long, the journey women, should I say, until we've got to start fighting each other. And that's only fair to people that are buying tickets. If we're going to promote female boxing and, make it so that it's what the fans want to see, and get it taken as seriously as the men, we've got to start having these fights. So definitely.
Yeah. Well, you took a big fight on your debut, didn't you?
Yeah. I took FD.
Yeah, she's fighting for the Commonwealth title soon.
Yeah, she fights Nina Hughes for the Super Bantam Commonwealth and IBO Intercontinental.
Yeah. Do you think Nia will win, or who do you think will win
that? Whenever I know that F is fighting, I never rule her out, regardless of the other person's record or pedigree or experience, because you haven't ever fought anyone like FD before. She's non-stop. She's got a engine for days. She takes shots, she gives shots, she hits hard, and she's got absolute heart. And I think the more fights she's had, the more technical she's got as well. She's not just brawling anymore. So I never rule her out ever.
Yeah. It's going to be a good fight, no matter what.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. Have you watched any of Vicky's fights?
I think she fought a Polish girl on one of her home shows, and I think we've had a look at that. And I know that she's fought another girl twice, and the other girl, Becky Southpaw. Yeah. The thing is, not to discount Vicky at all, because lots of respect to anybody that boxes, and certainly my opponents. But I haven't looked at Vicky a lot in the past because she's not my weight. So although I like to watch the other girls in the other weight divisions and stuff, it's much easier, the girls that have got on TV, because you can just watch them. I've not seen much of Vicky because she's not in my weight group, so I tend to make a massive effort to see the girls at my weight or thereabouts. But as far as I can tell, Vicky's coming down from lightweight, and I'm having to go up a little bit from feather. So it's actually a bit of a catch weight fight. So up until recently, I knew a name, but I'd not been looking out for anything. But it just goes to show you never know. So
yeah. Are you co-main event or are you main event?
No, the main event we've got is we've got Liam Dring from my gym here in Derbyshire. Liam's fighting for the vacant flyweight Midlands title against Ben Norman from Leicester. Well, Shepshed, I think.
Oh yes. Is there like a way I can watch that? Because your fight and that fight would be a good fight.
I do think I'm sure people are sharing a live stream for it. I think something's been shared on Twitter and maybe Instagram. So I'll have a look, and if I can find it, I will post it on my story.
Yeah. Do you know what like time you're set to be on?
So the first fight's at 6, and they're usually quite good at sticking to schedule, which is really good. First fight's at 6, and I think I probably anticipate to walk out about 8:15, 8:30, hopefully. I fought quite late in my last fight. I fought at 20 to 11,
Did you?
10, 20 to 11, which was so late. I was ready to go home. Never mind start a 6-round fight. So they've brought the show forward a little bit. They've brought it forward an hour early starting.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that'll be better.
Yeah, because there's about 10 fights on it, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, when the later on you are, you see people coming back from their fights either buzzing or upset, or they've done well and they're getting changed and they're ready to go out and sit with the friends and family, and you know that you've still got to wait. And what I found last time was I kind of peaked around 9 o'clock, where if you'd sent me out then, I'd have been absolutely on it. But I found that I needed that extra shove in self-motivation for the last one, because it was 10:30, and I was kind of like, your body's winding down naturally, because I go in fight camp, I go to bed at 9 o'clock, up at 5, so I can get my first session in. So but every fight's been learning, so that's something I've kept in mind, so I'll be more aware of it when I'm in the back today.
Yeah. So do you go and meet your fans after you fight?
Yeah, I like to go out and say thank you, and people have spent a lot of money to come and watch me, and this will be my 4th fight in 9 months, so I've sold tickets 4 times, quite close together. I had 2 fights in March and then this one in June, so I think I want to make sure that everyone knows I appreciate it, and that I've give everyone a little bit of time, and asked them if they enjoyed it and that sort of thing. So I do like to go out and check that everybody's enjoyed it.
Yeah. Does this fight end in a stoppage for you?
I think the thing is, because the stoppage gets talked about a lot, naturally, it's boxing. The thing that I've got to remember is I'm still quite new to boxing, despite the fact that I'm pro. I didn't have an amateur background, and I've got a lot of experience to gain along the way. So although, exciting fights are stoppages, it's not something that you should ever go looking for anyway, because I think the more you go looking for a stoppage, the worse you can box at times. And if I get 6 rounds in, that's valuable experience for me, so I'm not going to apologise for that, so long as I box well, of course. But if the stoppage was there, then absolutely. I think my defence and my movement is, I don't see it being a stoppage the other way, of course. I back myself 100%. But I'm not going to go in there and say, oh yeah, stoppage round 2, because I know nothing about Vicky. It's a catch weight fight, and perhaps first round will be actually, having a look, seeing what she has got. So we'll just see. I like to box clever, rather than have a brawl and look for some crazy stoppage.
Yeah.
Because it never ends well if you go scouting for it.
Yeah. The main thing is that you get your hand raised at the end of the night.
Yeah, I mean, I know people say a win's a win, and if it's a tough fight, absolutely, you grit it out, and you're just glad to get your arm raised. But for me, knowing how big ticket sales are for fighting, for me, it's giving the fans something where they want to come back next time, whether I win or I lose. That if I lose any fight, I'm not talking about today, but if I lose any fight, I want people to say, it does. Both won from that. It was a cracking fight. We represented female boxing well. So sometimes people can get hung up on what it means for the record. But what I found with the females is a lose doesn't define you. Like, you can come again. There's that few girls compared to what's happening in the male sport that, you know, if you lose, you learn from it, you come back and you can still get offered something after, if you get back to winning ways after a couple of extra fights. So I think all girls should just, I say that because I think that stops the girls fighting each other sometimes, having these 50-50 fights. I think people get quite protective of the record. And actually, let's give the fans what they want, I think.
Yeah. I mean, fair play to you and Vicky for taking this fight so early on.
Yeah, Vicky's took it at quite short notice as well. So absolutely respect to Vicky.
Oh, so were you not originally meant to fight Vicky?
No, I think she's taken this on maybe a week and a half's notice, which is a shame in a way, because now that we have matched with Vicky, it could have been a really good fight to build up from the start, because I've obviously known that I've had this fight since April.
Oh, so
it would have been a good one to build up.
Yeah, but anyway, you've got this fight, which is the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you watch boxing when you're not like in training? Do you like watch the boxing if it's on TV?
Oh, I'm obsessed. If I'm not watching the boxing, then I'm Googling the highlights, or but not just our boxing. The DAZN have done a few shows abroad over the past couple of weeks, and they've had some decent female fights on those cards. So I go looking for. I like to watch the Mexican girls, the American girls. So and not just my weight. I like to watch some of the lighter-weighted girls as well.
Did you watch Katie Taylor v Serrano?
Of course. I think if you didn't, you're crazy.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good fight, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat. I watched it the next day because I didn't stay up. So I went on the app and played it back, but I stayed off my phone, so I didn't accidentally see the results. But I couldn't believe it. I mean, talk about a roller coaster. I thought round 6, that was it.
Yeah. I thought Serrano did enough to win, but I was happy that Taylor got the nod.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't have been angry if Serrano had got the nod, absolutely. And Serrano is her natural weight is my weight class, so thoroughly enjoyed watching her as well. But they're just massive inspirations for the sport. Again, put your record aside, like forgetting that somebody's got to lose. Let's give the fans the fight they want. That's boxing.
Yeah. Did you watch what was it? I think it was Shannon Courtney via Jamie Mitchell, was it?
Yeah, and I watched the Jamie Mitchell Carly Skelly fight as well. And I'm really glad that Jamie got that opportunity, because it was sort of last minute thing because they couldn't make the fight with Ebony. No, they did make the fight with Ebony. I can't remember. She wasn't meant to fight Jamie, was she? Or whatever. Maybe she was. I can't remember. But I thought it was the cracking example of taking an opportunity, winning, and it opening the door for you, because not many people can say that they probably knew who Jamie was before that, but they do now. So I like to see things like that. I like to see things where people are obviously plugging away, working hard, staying ready, and seizing that opportunity when it comes.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite fights that women's boxing has produced the last few years.
Yeah.
And then like Tasha Jonas,
really well.
Katie Taylor was good.
Yeah, Tasha's been in some cracking fights the past couple of years. Again, Tasha is a great example of coming back from a loss, a surprising loss, but it, just having a bad night in the office, but it not letting it define her and coming back, and she's gained loads and loads of support and following, even from the Harper fight. So yeah, all inspirational women that I love to watch. I follow on Instagram, you know.
Yeah. And my final question for you is, do you have any advice for people who want to be a boxer when they're older?
I think the thing that I've learned, because I've come to boxing quite late, because I've done other things, tried MMA, kickboxing, and it didn't work out, and then sort of stuck just with the boxing. So it all came together a little late. But something even at my age where, you know, partying and all that is out of my system. I've got my daughter, she's 8 in August. It's have the discipline for it. Know that you are going to have to sacrifice things. You are going to miss parties. You are going to have to go to weddings and not have a drink if you do enjoy your drink. You are going to have to, you know, either not go to the meal or plan ahead and think about your nutrition. There's a lot of sacrifice, and it's got to be what you want, because there can be some really, really dark days in boxing where you think, oh, I'm missing out here. Is this really what I want? Of course it is, but you're only human, you know. You have those moments. So you've just got to know that it is what you want and that you're not on your own, because it's easy as well to think, oh, all the other girls are making weight so easy, you know, they don't look like they're struggling at all. But they might not be having the same struggles, but nobody's coasting through it. Everybody's having to dig deep at times. So just remember, you're not on your own, but it does take a lot of self-motivation. So know that going in.
Yeah. And I just want to say a massive thank you for taking your time on fight day, and good luck with the fight tonight. Okay. Smash it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you
for having me on. All right.
Yeah, catch you after the fight. Bye.
Bye.